Hello there guys, it's me, Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 14 of Crusader Kings 2. We are slowly gobbling up little bits and pieces of the Kingdom of Lombardy. We've managed to take another province over there. Do we actually have enough of a retinue cap to even hire a retinue yet? No, we do not. It's still pretty terrible. Can we increase the technology to allow us to do that? No, we cannot. We'll have to wait a little bit on that as well. There are a few things we could upgrade, but not really an awful lot that we need. We could go up to Legalism 2, which would give us medium centralization, but I don't think we really need any of this. -1 short reign years could be nice. Let's go grab Majesty there. So Vassal Levy's raised too long, that will go away quite quickly. Our domain is too big, we are still over by 1. So I'd like to give Verona away. Unfortunately, it's going to be difficult to actually find somebody that I can give it to. I don't really want to give it to people who are already vassals because it'll make them more powerful. So the intent is to always try and find people who are not landed and give it to them. This really needs to refresh because it's showing that you're the Count of Lucca. You don't like me. I just gave you land. Why do you not like me? Because you're ambitious and you want a seat on the council. You have a not bad diplomacy, but you're probably not as good as the current Chancellor. In fact, you're exactly as good as the current Chancellor. So let's go ahead and give you a seat on the council. Now, do I want you to fabricate claims somewhere? Try and get a claim on something. We got any random duchies, any random counties we could go for? We could go for Pisa. So let's get our new guy fabricating a claim on Pisa. It'll probably take him ages. 8.01% chance yearly is not great. But he shouldn't hate me as much now. But this needs to update because it's not supposed to be showing me current rulers. So maybe this guy. So what about if I were to... I cannot... You're not in my court. If you're not in my court, I can't land you. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to be won over slightly. So it does give us a slight penalty to something. I can never remember what it is. Our domain size actually says 6 of 6 there, even though it says 6 of 5. When we hover over it, it says 6 of 6, which is a little bit weird. Our regency has ended. That might be the reason why. Finished my education in the ways of intrigue. Well, that's unfortunate. We're an elusive shadow. Which will be great if we want to kill people off, you know? That's fantastic. We're now betrothed to my cousin. Now, if we decline... Because I really don't want to marry my cousin here. There's got to be somebody better. So we're ingenious, we're cruel, we're deceitful. I want to change my focus first of all and put it onto hunting. Hunting is always a good one to go for. Let's decline. I don't want to marry her. I want to marry somebody else. We need to pick an ambition. Groom an heir. Yeah, let's try and groom an heir. Invite to plot. Would you like to bet my plot to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Friuli? No, because I don't want to be a double duke just yet. So we do have an heir. We don't have a son. We need to arrange a marriage. We've inherited a barony. So we need to go ahead and give that away again, which was this one. So once more... I mean, it is in our capital duchy, actually. Or is it? No, that's not in our capital duchy. Where's the de jure duchies? Religious, cultures, economy, de jure duchies. Yeah, that's not in our capital, so we'll go ahead and give that one away. So let's just go over there and we'll create a new random vassal. So that's fine. Betrothed can marry, ruler unmarried. Yeah, I really don't want to take this. I'd rather have somebody else. Arrange marriage. No, that seems to be my only option. Fine, I guess I'll have to take it. We can always kill her off and do it later on. So do we want the gold or do we want the prestige? I think we'll take the prestige. We've got a lot of gold and it'd be nice to sort of boost that up. So we can shut the gates. There's obviously some sort of epidemic around. Doesn't appear to be close to me, so I don't know why we have that option. We need a court physician. So let's go and do that. Now this is something that I was mentioning to one of my other viewers. You have the option at some point to found a kingdom. This button will nearly always be here on most of the sort of people you play. So basically, it costs you 300 gold to found a kingdom. There's certain conditions that do have to be met. So you have to be an adult, not a prisoner, and you can't be incapable. You do have to be independent if you want to form your own kingdom. You have to have 1,000 prestige or more, and you either have to hold 3 duchy titles, or you have to have a realm size of 35. Now, your realm size is this thing up here, the 2 little cross flags. And that basically counts various different things. So it counts up counts, it counts up individual baronies, bishoprics, cities, and things like that. So I only really need one more province, a couple more holdings. If I had a couple more holdings here, so I get 6 for being a duke, and I get like 3 for each county and then 1 for each of the baronies. So if I had one more county, I would have a large enough realm size and I'd be able to found a new kingdom. Of course, I'd need to make sure I had enough money and enough prestige. Now, the problem with doing that is it is what is called a titular title, which basically means I could create the kingdom of whatever I want to call it. I can choose the name. But it will be a titular title, meaning it doesn't have any de jure territory. Now, that means I can't use it to get CB claims. Because my kingdom is a completely new, made-up kingdom that doesn't own any territory. However, if I could usurp the kingdom of Lombardy, then I would have de jure claims on every county within the kingdom, because they belong to Lombardy. And I could then try and get all of those different counts to either swear their fealty to me and become my vassal, or I could just declare a war on them with a CB. So we could try and usurp the kingdom of Lombardy. I mean, that's perfectly possible. If we went into the kingdom of Lombardy to usurp, cannot create or usurp a title of the same or higher rank as our lieges. So we'd have to be independent first, I think, for a start. Because then we wouldn't have a liege. So we can't just usurp the title from him. But we are getting very, very strong. So we're going to go ahead and unpause the game. We're actually below our domain limit now that we're married. So we could take another province quite easily. So we've got reports of a pilgrim who's just arrived. He's been on a pious quest to visit all the Catholic holy sites and he's now ending his journey here. During his travels, he accumulated a vast knowledge regarding the medicine and is seeking to put his skills to use. He's humble and patient. He's gluttonous. He's a mystic. He's a monk. He's scarred. He's a pilgrim. Yeah, I think we can take this guy. Seems to like me quite a bit there. Doesn't like as much because we're cruel. Maybe we can get rid of that trait at some point. A special character action possible. We can go into hiding. Is somebody plotting to kill me? Known plots. You are my nephew. Is plotting to kill me. And he has several backers as well. So, stop backing that plot, you will agree. Stop backing that plot, you will agree. Even my Chancellor. Stop backing that plot. And the good thing is, right, there's a reason why you want to manually tell people to not back your plots. Because what you can do is you can tick this button here to auto-stop plots. And if you've got that ticked, your spy master will go to this person and say, stop plotting against me. But he won't get the backers out first. Getting the backers out first is important. Because, and I'll show you why, when the backers agree to leave the plot, you find that if you look at the opinion, you now have a abandoned plot +5. So if you catch them plotting against you and tell them to stop, they have a higher opinion of you. And now this guy has no backers, we can go to him and tell him to end his plot. He'll probably say no. Yeah, he's going to say no. So, who exactly are you? You're my nephew. You're a random spy master. not much of a chance of killing you off. We'll keep our eye on things. We don't want to go into hiding. We don't want to shut the gates. Vassal inheritance warning. Their titles might pass from your realm. Count William Luke of Siena. Yeah, we definitely need to get a son now. It's a little bit of a shame that our wife is so much older, but I'm sure there'll be a chance to get another one later on. You want me to be a commander? It's a good way to get prestige, but it's too risky, especially as we don't have an heir. We do have some peasants to deal with. Let's go ahead and raise up the levies. Unfortunately, we raised a levy there right on top of them. It's not supposed to raise levies where they're going to be attacked, but that'll keep them busy at least. So let's move you guys around. So we did get a little defeat there. We'll surely have the numbers to put this down, I think. No, don't go through them. I was trying to get you to go around them. That was kind of the whole point. So you just get yourself over there if you can. We'll group you together. We'll make sure you've got an appropriate number of leaders. I do not wish to be one of them. So let's group you up. And let's just go and march in. Peasants are usually relatively easy to get rid of. We've got a hunting dog. Fantastic. Let's call this one Tricky because we are a bit of a rogue, as it were. Young Gatha has finished her education in diplomacy. You're just a random courtier. Fine. Doesn't really affect me all that much. But we do need to sort of increase the size of our dynasty because at the moment it is terrible. Lost our spy master. I think we've put that revolt down, so we can go ahead and disband the army. Open council positions for a steward. Now, you've not got too bad stewardship. Now, you are a brother. You are a powerful vassal. You do want a position on the council. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll get you collecting taxes in the capital. Actually, yeah, definitely the capital. We'll get more taxes there. Quite significant. Making a decent amount of money now. So much so, I'm actually considering upgrading the hospital if we can. So, we do have a hospital. So, we could get the leper colony, which gives us 10% disease resistance. Or, we could get 4% disease resistance and get +2 vassal opinion and some piety to lead. I think we'll get the soup kitchen to start with. Because all of this building up disease resistance means we're less likely to die if something nasty happens. As he's growing older, I can see that Ansfrith could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Ansfrith. So you're my cousin. So we can become stressed to make him diligent. Or he can gain the trained patient. No, let him learn on his own. It's not worth getting another negative trait just for him. We can spend 100 prestige and 122 gold. We've now got a claim on Pisa. Fantastic. So you are independent. I'm sure that just said I had a claim. I did click accept it, right? Can I not declare war straight on you? Because you're now Duke level. It wasn't owned by a Duke before, I don't think. I'd have to declare war on you to claim Pisa. Do you have any pacts? You do have a couple of alliances. I could probably beat him. But that's unfortunate. Could have sworn before that this wasn't actually owned by the Duke. Well, that's disappointing. We just wanted some sort of separate counties that weren't owned at Duke level, like these things here. Oh well, we'll do that. We will go and get you to fabricate a claim over here. At some point, we are going to have to go to war against our king, that's fine. My prisoner, Haspar the Bastard, is complaining about his dark cell in the dungeon. Is he really? How about the Oublet? In he goes. So there's still oh, more tech, great. So there's still a revolt going on over here. We don't have any claims on this province. You still want me to join that plot to fabricate a claim on the duchy. I'm going to decline. I mean, we could very well form our own kingdom. It wouldn't be too hard to do. We've got a lot of money. Let's go ahead and see if there are any actions that we can take. So, hold a feast or summer fair. So, the summer fair comes around. It has to be May, so we'll wait for that. 50% levy reinforcement is always nice. So, there's March. I should be fabricating a claim on this, really. That'd be relatively easy to take, because currently it's a revolt, so it's independent. But I can't move my Chancellor around. There is a way of cheesing it by swapping positions of Chancellors, of council members. You can sort of cheat it by just swapping their positions. But I'll wait. Let's go ahead and hold the summer fair. Plenty of money, so why not? Can we upgrade anything else in the capital? Castle fortifications, militia training ground. Let's get the fortifications. It'll make it harder for them to siege it down. Them being anyone that decides to attack us. It is our capital duchy after all, so... Do we want to... Yeah, some random opinion change. Gain some prestige. We've still got a lot of money in the bank, so it would be nice to get some of these other holdings upgraded. Ferrara, again, is in our capital duchy. So if we can go ahead and upgrade some things here. Castletown will give us some tax income, so it'll pay for itself. Let's go ahead and do that. Anything that'll give us more money in the capital duchy. Soup kitchen has been built, so I'm going to take that opportunity to also go and build the leper colony. Cost me a fair bit of gold, but it'll be worth it at the end of the day. Especially as you want all of these counties to prosper, and prospering counties bring more population with them, and therefore you end up with more... I'm saying again, that we end up with more chance of getting a disease because there's more people around. Now then, we no longer have anyone... here's what we need to do. Can we still get you to be... You are in a pact, which is fine. I don't really care. So can I declare a war on you and make you a tributary? Yes, I can. How big is your army? Tiddly tiny. So we're going to declare a war on you, make you my tributary. Raise up the military. Let's get everyone together over here. And then we'll go and take out Venice. Because when our previous ruler died, we no longer have... we actually all ended up in one county there, and there's a million things going on. Answerith is an intricate web weaver. Really don't care. So we're losing a load of battles here because we've got a load of men all sort of moving through this province, which is quite annoying. Let's just make sure... See how much stuff we lost there. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you would do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? Heavy infantry. Always heavy infantry. Hopefully I'm not leading this battle in any way. Okay, so we lost quite a few of our levies there, but we did manage to sort of dive in, and I really wasn't expecting him to land with boats. That's what threw me out there. So let's go ahead and group you together. Let's go and... My mouse is doing some weird stuff. Let's go and make sure we've got enough commanders, because we seem to be missing a few. So you are an organizer and you're unyielding. So you should probably be leading the centre. Why can't I appoint you somewhere? Where are you? What are you currently doing? You are the... Oh, you are our Chancellor. Can I get you to lead troops? Probably not. What I actually want you to do, Chancellor, is go and fabricate a claim over there, to be honest. We don't need him leading the troops here. We'll just go ahead and run this army down. I'm not going to go ahead and try and re-raise the vassals at this point. You're moving into there, are you? That's fine. I'm not going to get involved in your plot. Now, they've got a really weak army at this point, so that is where we go and just siege Venice. Apparently it won't let me get there. Does that mean I need boats to do this? They're trying to siege me down there. Fine, we'll go ahead and deal with them. That is very annoying. We will have some boats. We won't have many. Now, the thing to remember with boats in this game is there is no naval combat in this. So boats are purely used just as transports. So we could get some men across. Their army's completely wiped out at this point. So let's move back. Oh, they've got some more here they're going to try and drop. So let's go and kill these guys off. We've got our castle town now. Again, there's only so much war score we can get, then we have to go and siege it out. So let's move everybody over here. And we'll raise the boats and try and land on Venice. However, we'll be doing that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.